Welcome everyone. How's your day? I hope you are in a good condition, in a good situation, and in a good health. Have a very positive mind and soul, and are full of blessing on this great day. So today is a special day because I'm gonna make another video review different from the previous one. This is a video review from a textbook I have read before, and it will be a handy video, inshallah. Before that, if you have watched my previous video but another review, you may already know me. Still, if you don't, I will introduce myself again. So my name is Putri Alfiana Amalia, and you can call me Alfi. I'm a student of English Education Department of Syarif State University, Jakarta. Without any further ado, let's check out the video. Enjoy! Okay, as I mentioned before, today I'm gonna make a textbook review, which is an English reference. Hence, the book that I want to review is Word Formation in English by Ingo Plag. I believe this book is one of my recommended books if you want to learn English. So this book was published on 27 September 2002 by Cambridge University with 266 pages. Now any information about the author. Ingo Plag was born on 2 August 1962, and he is a German linguist and professor of English language and linguistics at the Heinrich Heine Universität, Düsseldorf. Sorry if I miss pronunciation. Okay, he is also the editor of Morphology. His field of scholarship phonetic, phonology, morphology, syntax, English, English Creole language, English as a second language, quantitative linguistics, corpus linguistics, and experimental linguistics. As for the books written by Ingo Plag, what I know is the book I am currently reviewing, namely Word Formation in English. Then there is an introduction to English linguistics, the Oxford reference book for English, and morphological productivity. If any of you know of Ingo Plag's book, other than those I mentioned earlier, so you can comment in the chat box below. Okay. So now let's talk about the book. Okay. First, I'm gonna explain through the summary of the book, and then after that, I'm gonna show you the book itself, and in the end, I will give you my opinion about the book, whether I like or dislike. It's but criticism and suggestion, maybe. So let's start with the summary of the chapters. Okay, this book consists of 7 chapters, and for your information, every chapter has exercises in each chapter available on 2 levels. I mean for basic and then for advanced level. And at the end of the chapters, there is a summary and a list of further reading that the author suggests to the reader. So, every chapter has the prioritized, okay? Now I'm going to explain through the summary of the chapters. So first, I'm gonna show you the content of the chapter. As you can see, chapter 1 is basic concept, and then chapter 2 studies complex words, and then chapter 3 productivity and the mental lexicon, and the chapter 4 is effectuation, chapter 5 derivation without effectuation, chapter 6 compounding, and the last chapter or chapter 7 is about theoretical issues of modeling word formation. So okay, straight to chapter 1. So this is the summary of chapter 1. Okay, Chapter 1 introduces the basic concept needed to learn and describe morphologically complex word. And it starts from page 1 to page 24 and has 4 sub-chapters. And every material consists of an example that is graded as well. And the end of the chapter is a summary and 2 levels of exercise for basic and advanced level. Okay, the next chapter is a summary for chapter 2. This chapter discusses the problems that arise with applying the basic ideas introduced in chapter 1 in the actual analysis of word structure in English. So this chapter seldom has sub-chapters from page 25 to 54 and has 5 sub-chapters. All of these sub-chapters have some examples from the material, so they are a summary and basic and then advanced level exercise for all the material at the end of the chapter. Okay, next to the chapter 3. Chapter 3. So this chapter explains the mechanism responsible for the fact that some affixes can be easily used to form new words, and each material has some examples and 2 types of exercise at the end after the summary. So there are 6 subtitles and 3 subtitles from pages 55 to 89. Next is chapter 4. So this chapter provides an overview of forming application words and some of the general characteristics that characterize the English application system. So there are 7 subtitles and 4 subtitles from page 90 to 133, and this material has some examples, and at the end of the chapter there is a summary and 2 types of exercise like before. Okay, let's move to chapter 5. Okay, this chapter deals with non-affixional words, word formation processes, followed by an introduction to prosodic morphology with a detailed analysis of some morphological categories expressed by prosodic means. And it has 4 sub-chapters and 5 sub-chapters. For page 100. From page 134 to 168, with some example in each material after the explanation and summary. Of course, there is 2 exercise types like before. It is basic and advanced levels. Okay, next chapter 6. Okay, chapter 6 discusses the basic properties of compounds, investigates the types of constituent compounds, their internal structure, titles and trace patterns, nominal, adjective, verbal, and neoclassical compounds. And then explores their syntactic morphological boundaries, and there is much material with 8 sub-chapters and 6 sub-chapters from page 169 to 210, and it is equipment with several examples in each material, and of course a summary and 2 types of exercise in the end. Okay, last chapter of this book. Yes, this is a chapter 7. Yes, chapter 7 discusses the theories introduced that try to find principal answers to the 2 main morphology problems and discuss how different morphological approaches conceptualize the form and nature of word formation rules, and includes 3 subtitles and 8 subtitles from page 212 to page 245. There are some exercises in each material after the explanation of the course, and there are no exercises in the chapter, and it closes with a summary and photo reading at the end of the chapter. Okay, so everyone, I'm going to show you some parts of this book. As you can see, the material is well explained and detailed, and it is the end of the chapter. There is a summary of the chapter material and 2 exercise section for different levels. This is a very good, I think. This book is complete. So, okay guys, that's the explanation of the book. So this book is complete chapter by chapter and divides it into 7 chapters with every detailed description and lots of example in each appropriate chapter material. At the end of the chapter, there is an exercise to identify our understanding of the material discussed per chapter, and this is a very good for student or for us because after we study all the material, we can measure for ourselves how far we understand all the material, and bonus is a summary, and there are 2 levels of assignments or exercise, so we can see whether our abilities are still at the basic or at the advanced level. I think this book is the best for those who want to improve writing skill and knowledge of English word formation, especially high school student and college student, because they already need to make academic writing, maybe for their education or to take part in competition, etc. But also very suitable for those from junior high school. I think if they really want to improve their English is earlier, and I also think this book is suitable for everyone, even educators who focus on English. Okay, now what I like most about this book is I think that it provides a detailed and clear explanation with many examples. And my favorite part, or my favorite one, is the summary at the end of each chapter and 2 exercises for basic and advanced levels. Because I think this book is very straightforward for us to use, to learn, and can also be a reference if we forget something about English word formation. But here, in my opinion, it will be better if at the end of the book there is an exercise of the whole material from what has been explained. I think it will be more effective, so that we know how much our understanding that we absorb and get after studying the book's entire contents. What I least like about this book, for me, the book is straightforward design and layout in black and white color, which I think might be a bit boring. And honestly, I personally not found out the font selection, and also the design font size is relatively small, I think, so it might be difficult for them who has a problems. So yeah, that's what I didn't like about this book. However, this book was a very well written. And I would highly recommend this book to you guys, especially to myself too, as I need to improve my word formation knowledge actually. Yeah, this is the end of the video. So guys, I have already drawn all the chapters from this book. So I guess this is the time for me to end this video. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video till the end. So see you in the following video. Stay healthy, happy, and positive. Assalamualaikum. Goodbye.